Welcome to the HR Happy Hour Work Break. You are here with Trish and Chris. Chris Havrilla. Welcome to the Work Break.
Thank you. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. Thank you for filling in for Steve Bose today. He's goofing off down in Florida. No, actually he's working. He's not. I think he's on a flight right now. So I don't even know if we mentioned it last week, but this is the time of year where LRP starts planning for HR tech for next year. So obviously, that's much of his role. And so he's down there. He's flying down there today to work on that for the next couple days. So everyone in the tech world.
I'm kind of feeling like longtime listener, first time caller. And I don't know if you hear the beeps going on, but I'm laughing in case you're not thinking I'm not plugged into Work Break every day. I just got 3 alerts. So boom.
I love it. I love it. Well, good. Well, thank you for coming on. For anyone that doesn't know you, which I don't know who that would be, why don't you tell us a little bit about you, where you work, what you do? Give us a little nutshell of Chris Havrilla.
Absolutely. I work at Deloitte. I'm based here in Atlanta. I've been working with Deloitte for about 3 years. I work out of their human capital ecosystems and alliances group, but really my role is to be our lead analyst, workforce, workplace tech analyst. And so myself and my team, we have a research and advisory practice that kind of falls under there. And we get to study all the vendors in this space. We get to study, all that innovation in the tech and do research and advisory for and about them and with them. And same thing with those who consume technology. So we get to study how people are applying the tech and help them do the same. And then obviously Deloitte is our client too. So how do we think about who do we go to market with in our ecosystems and alliances, but also how do they kind of think about, technology within the practices they're doing and how do we keep everybody informed on the entire landscape and things like that? And how does that feed the service lines? So I love it because I get to sit in the middle of all that and try to play connective tissue and study it all from every level. So anyway, we love it.
Well, good. Well, people should definitely go and check out Deloitte. I know you all have done a ton of research in the last couple of years, especially on everything tech related for human resource professionals or anyone even in a leadership role who just needs to know more about the people side of the business. So, well, listen, we're going to get off of the work part. We're going to do break part. You mentioned you're in Atlanta. I know this to be true just because we're friends, but girl, tell us about this past weekend. You all are World Series
champions. Now, for those that don't know a lot about Atlanta and Georgia, championships escape us early and often. We get close. We never get over the finish line. The last national championship we had was back in the 90s.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yes. And it was, it was really kind of a dream season in a lot of ways. Nobody expected it. A lot of people came together and with an outcome in mind, which was beautiful. And no matter what came their way, they just kept at it, and actually did it. Like, it's not that, maybe it wasn't the team they thought it would be, what I mean? But it all came together because everybody was hungry and worked together, and I loved it. So it was so exciting because obviously when we won, we knew there was going to be a parade. We were waiting and on watch. And
you've watched St. Louis before. That's how you knew about the parade situation.
Exactly. Yeah. Had learned all about that
from
everybody else. But so we waited, and it turned out not only were they having a parade, they were doing it in 2 areas because our stadium's now out in the suburbs.
Oh,
so they did the parade downtown and then moved the parade up to the suburbs to where the park was. And it's in this really great place called the Battery. And there's tons of restaurants and shops and people living there and, live, work, play, watch the game, everything. So it's a great hangout place. So we stayed up there, got a hotel room, got a whole bunch
you did it up.
So we wouldn't have to worry about parking and all that. And we had a blast. The parade came through, and then they had a big concert. Ludacris, Big Boy, Zach Brown, all these, Atlanta faves. Everybody was so excited about it. Got to see like Hank Aaron's wife talk and all the team come up and talk. And it was just, it was great to see everybody happy about everything. There was no
Right.
politics. There was no, it was just everybody having a good time. Nobody worried about crime, politics, all that stuff. So it was fabulous. We had a great time.
Good. That's good. No, I saw a few of your posts and a few of your friends you were down there with. So no, you're right. It's something that can bring a city together. Everyone is on the same page, at least for a while. And that'll last. That feeling kind of lasts for a little while. I think whenever you win some kind of championship, there's a little bit of camaraderie going on.
I'm glad Steve is not here for this particular segment because what I was really hoping to is to be down there and get that mojo for my Bulldogs. That's happened to. We haven't had a national championship since 1980, but we're number one. Need that mojo to rub off. And if the Braves can get over that line, the Dogs can get over that line, my work is done here.
You're done, right? Like,
but Steve would not be on board with that.
No, Steve is very competitive with you when it comes to that.
Yeah.
So no,
we have a little frenemy thing going on. When it comes
I don't think he would let you mention the Bulldogs. He might just cut you off. Live feed would go off, right? So yeah, no, he can't control it right now. So anyway, well, listen, you know what? I had a good weekend. You mentioned concert. I love Zach Brown. We actually had Luke Combs here in St. Louis.
I saw that. I was so jealous.
Do you know, I have never been to his show. He is amazing. I mean, a lot of people are really good, but I would rank him right up there with some of the best I've ever seen in person. That guy it was in the round too. So no matter where you sat.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was really good. So it was a fun time. And I bought the tickets for my kids turned 18 last week. So that was part of their present was to go to.
So can I just say happy birthday publicly to them?
Oh,
I was so excited. I mean, this is such a huge milestone and they are amazing kids.
Thank you.
And just to see them celebrating this next milestone, that was awesome. So I'm going to say publicly happy birthday to them.
Thank you. Yeah, you know what? We just had a good week with the whole celebrating and everything. And just, I think they've really changed. I do feel like when you turn 18, there's something different about you, the way you carry yourself. And
it clicks.
I feel like it. Yeah. I mean, we're early on in the 18-year days, but anyway, it was fun, but we know what we did. I was going to ask you about this too. So Carly and I spent a good amount of the weekend just kind of hunkered down. It was a little chilly in the St. Louis area. Yeah. And we started watching Christmas movies. Well, to back up, we started watching the Great British Baking Show, the holiday episodes, which then got us led into some Christmas movies, which then we're sitting there, well, we're watching Christmas movies. We should put up a few decorations. So are you like hardcore about when you start, not just Christmas, but any of the December holidays? Like, what do you have like a hard and fast rule?
No, I don't. I don't.
See, you always did, and I feel like
because I have a daughter and a mother who watch Hallmark, Christmas in July and all that. So I you know me, I'm not a real hard, fast rules person. I kind of color outside the lines. So when I'm feeling it, I do it. I love that you did that. When it starts to get cold, it feels right. If that happens, in October, November, December, whatever,
I agree.
When you start feeling it.
Yeah. I have to tell you, it's been so long since I've watched some kind of a sappy movie like that, and just to, I don't know, just to not really be busy with stuff. Like I just intentionally just sat down and tried to relax, and
I love it.
It was nice.
I love it. Well, I was at the farmer's market last weekend, and there's a place I buy that has little bitters and tonics and stuff, and you can, of course, you can put them in cocktails, but I also put them in like the seltzer waters and stuff. Yeah. And she had a new one, and it had all those flavors of Christmas. All those, herbs and spices and it's like Christmas, like just in a little tiny bottle and spritzing it all and everything. So I'm already feeling it already. So that I can appreciate.
Do you have a favorite movie or two that you are just like your must watch cheesy kind of holiday movies?
So the cheesy holiday, I love all the old classics. So know this about me. I love old movies.
You do.
I am like a, TCM, like, Yeah, I love that. So I love all the old classics. But I will tell you, our Christmas tradition
Mhm.
is to watch the Christmas Story.
Right?
On TBS they run it like a 24
Oh,
hour
24
marathon
hours.
starting on Christmas Eve. That is like a must. It stays on all day, all night. It's just in rotation. People were coming in and out. We're eating and socializing and cooking and wrapping
Oh,
presents and
no.
cleaning up. Doesn't matter. Like hardcore. That stays on.
Can I tell you real quick before the next one why I'm laughing? You are like the anti-Steve. I just recorded a podcast with him yesterday. It's going to go out sometime this week, and we were reviewing Elf, and he made a comment on there about how there's only one Christmas movie he hates, and it's A Christmas Story. And he goes, "It's because you always go to somebody's house where they've got it just like running and running."
Right.
It's you.
It's always on.
It is always on.
It's great because doesn't matter when you come in and out.
Right, you just know. Yeah,
You just
right
pick right up, and it stays on,
Oh.
and it's so cheesy. The thing is, I can appreciate where he's coming from.
Right? Yeah.
So I love all the other, like I'm watching it. I love Christmas music, and the older the better. I love the old school stuff.
I agree.
But there's something about that cheesy movie, and just the fact that it comes on 24 hours, and how obnoxious is that?
Right.
Just we embrace it. Like can't fight it. So
well, we watched. I wrote them down because I get them right. But the one we've got a new Christmas favorite of like Hallmark kind of movies, like the romance cheesiness.
Oh yeah.
The 12 Dates of Christmas with Melissa Joan Hart and Mark Paul Gosselaar. Is that how you say his name? From Saved by the Bell.
Okay.
And it's on Amazon Prime. Oh my gosh. By the end, it was like Carly and I were both like happy tears, and we were just so
because you were so shocked at how it worked out, because it's not like
I know, right? Like I didn't know. The other one I watched was called Holidate, and that's on Netflix with Emma Roberts.
Oh wow.
That one's not as sappy, but it's actually really fun. It's about, have you ever thought of that concept? So like people who are single, like we are, well, dating, but if you weren't dating, if you didn't have a date, right? An actual date, you could have a holiday, and it would be a person that you would just spend every holiday with, not any time in between.
Right.
Yeah. Have you heard of that? I'd never even heard of that concept before.
I have.
Really? Have you done that before? Do you have a holiday? Are we getting too personal?
No, but it's it's like kind of survival, right? And like I'm, me, so and I don't mind saying I'm an open book, but I'm super picky, right?
Yeah.
But there's times you need a date, so you have a holiday,
right? And in that way, they're kind of vetted. You already know what you're getting, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
So, anyway,
I love
really cute movie, and she's cute.
I'm gonna have to watch it because I love sappy romance films. Like you wouldn't think that about me, but I actually think, wow, wouldn't that be nice?
Right? I know. I'm like, I know. I love romance, especially at the holidays. And not just, it's Thanksgiving and having someone just like right there and having all the good food and all the all the things. So hey, anyway, we're gonna need to wrap because we're just going on and on. We could talk all day. I'm gonna see you this week.
Yes.
In Omaha. So we are
excited.
We are going to a retreat called the Boondoggle. Super secret. But we will not have phones, cell phones, no computers, nothing.
No tech.
So for anyone who watches the work break, Steve will be back on Wednesday. He will either be flying solo, but I think he's trying to get George LaRock to come on with him. So you may have a Steve and George combo on Wednesday and or Friday. So
that's right.
Yeah, stay tuned.
And we're going
to be in the woods
thinking while they're doing some big talking.
I like that. We're the big thinkers. They're the big talkers. Sounds fair.
I love it.
All right, my friends. See, that time flies by, but thank you for taking a work break with me today.
Thank you for doing it. This is exactly what the doctor ordered. I love it.
Good. Hey, where can people connect with you if they've not met you, if they haven't
If you
talked with you
haven't,
before.
Twitter, Havrilla, just my last name, @Havrilla, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. You know, it's not all
All the
professional on
things.
Instagram. Might be a lot of food, maybe
Yeah.
some good drink, but I'm always happy to do it, and certainly through Deloitte, you know, and our profile page, we go out to the Deloitte.com website.
Good
Or
deal.
Google.
Yeah, Google her. Google her. She's a great one to know. All right, Chris. Thank you so much. Hey, everyone, be sure that you check our archives for any other work breaks you want to take. And then also we have updated podcasts. Like I said, we've got a couple coming this week. We have new shows out there recently from George LaRock and from Madeline Lorano and Sarah Morgan. So check those out in the next couple weeks. And Steve, we'll see you back here on Wednesday.